Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Roxanne, the Tiny Taster, and today's recipe is a fantastic Kung Pao chicken. So this is one of my favorite recipes, and I've noticed that different places make it a little differently. Some will add bell peppers to it, some would add capsicum, some even put cashew nuts instead of peanuts. So you can of course switch this around. Sometimes the sauces change, but primarily this is the recipe. I tried it out and now it's become a family favorite and we make it all the time. So I know you're going to love it. Please don't forget to check the description box. It'll have the complete recipe written down, all the ingredients, all the measurements, everything that you need. If you like this video, as always, give it a big fat like, give it a big fat thumbs up. It's the encouragement that I need. It's the encouragement that YouTube needs to show you more of my recipes. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, share it with all your friends, and of course, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. So without any further ado, let's get cooking. For this recipe, you're going to need little cubes of boneless chicken. You could use boneless breast or you could use chicken thighs. I prefer the thighs, it stays a little bit moist. To this, you will add some salt along with some soy sauce, vinegar, and some Shaoxing wine. If you don't know what Shaoxing wine is, it's just Chinese cooking wine. This is what it looks like. You'll also add some corn flour along with some egg white. Mine sort of cracked, so there's a little bit of yolk, but don't worry, even if you have that, that's okay. Mix it all together and let this entire mixture marinate and sit for about 30 minutes. Add a generous amount of oil to your wok and then pop in your entire chicken mixture. Let this cook on one side completely. Let the wok get nice and hot so that the chicken chars a little bit on one side before you start mixing it and tossing it. The chicken has to cook completely for at least 12 minutes. Once the chicken's cooked for about 6 or 7 minutes, you know it's cooked properly on one side, start tossing it and cooking it completely just so that all the pieces get cooked evenly. Once it's got that nice brown caramelized color, just take out all the chicken onto another plate and set it aside. In a fresh clean pan, add a little bit of oil along with your chopped ginger, chopped garlic, and dried red chili. I've left the chili whole. You could slice it or cut it up if you want it spicier. Add more or less, entirely up to you. Just saute it in that oil and let all of it soften and cook a little bit. The most crucial part of this recipe is Szechuan peppercorns. I didn't have those, so I've added just black pepper. I just maybe pounded it a little bit. You can easily find Szechuan peppercorns. Actually, it's not that difficult at a grocery store, but you can add pepper if you don't have it. Add your cooked chicken mixture to this. Now, I know it's boneless chicken and we've only cooked it for 12 minutes, so it does need a couple of more minutes, so which is why you cook it completely first. Add it in here, toss it around, and then you can add in your cut or chopped spring onions. You can add more or less as much as you like, and along with this, to me, what I think is the most crucial element, which is peanuts. Some recipes, like I mentioned at this stage, would add bell peppers, capsicum, or even cashew nuts. It's entirely up to you. I like this combination, just spring onions, chili, the peppercorn, and your peanuts. So at this stage, if you've cooked your chicken and peanuts and everything for about, say, another 5 minutes, it's completely ready at this stage. If you like a dry Kung Pao chicken, you would turn off the flame and take it off here. But I like it a little bit saucy, like a slight gravy. So I've added in a corn flour slurry. You just cook it for another couple of minutes till the slurry thickens up. Cook it on a high flame and you'll start to notice a slight gravy, not a complete gravy, but it helps when you're eating this with, say, rice or even noodles. So this is really it. Another minute on the flame, you can see that the sauce has thickened up and your Kung Pao chicken is completely ready. I cannot tell you how delicious this recipe is. Sometimes people like to add a little bit of oyster sauce at this end stage or a little bit more soy for some color. I don't think it's necessary. If you cook it just as is, it is perfect. I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.